Welcome everyone to the channel. My name is Highstrung, and today I'm going to be playing a casual campaign in Baldur's Gate 3. In this series, I'm going to cover several different tactics for the game, but also some more goofy aspects of play options as well. So with that being said, let's get into it. So for this playthrough, I'm going to be playing as a blade singer. My race of choice for this build is going to be elf. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the high elf option, but I'm going to change out the cantrip. The cantrip we are going to select is going to be Booming Blade. That would be a primary cantrip that I'll be using for the blade singing class anyway, so I'll go ahead and select it as the racial option for this build. Class, definitely not a barbarian. Barbarians are great and fun, and I plan on using Karlach as a companion. She's a barbarian already, so here we go. We've got the wizard. For the cantrips on my wizard, let's think this through. So cantrips, I am going to go with, I really like Bone Chill simply because it denies the enemy the possibility of healing in between turns. Friends is going to be useful. And Toll the Dead. Toll the Dead, a lot of people sleep on this because they think it's not that great, but it's 1 to 8 necrotic damage for an enemy that has not taken damage yet, but if they have taken damage, it's 1d12. I really think that's an awesome option. And since it's a cantrip, you can do it every turn. Friends, this build is not going to be very heavy with charisma, so Friends is a great option for those dialogue cutscenes. For spells, let's see what we've got. Anytime I'm building a new character, I always just clear out what they have and make sure I select the things that I want. So for spells, being a squishy wizard, Mage Armor is great. Cast it when you wake up and it's there all day for you. Shield is good to allow you to avoid some of those potential hits. Again, we're not going to have a lot of hit points on this character, so avoiding damage is wonderful. Long Strider, amazing spell for those that don't know. It does not take a spell slot to cast it because it's a ritual spell, so you can cast it on yourself and all members of the party. It's not concentration, so it's there all day until you long rest. Obviously, Magic Missile is an amazing spell. Automatic hits unless something uses shield, and most of the enemies in this game don't use shield anyway, so Magic Missile is a guaranteed hit. Really helpful when you want to stack some damage up. And let's see, what else? So a spell that I really like to use, and you'll see some people use this, other people will pass over it, is Chromatic Orb. Chromatic Orb is great because it allows you to change up your damage types. So if you have something that maybe is resistant to fire damage, you can do electrical damage or thunder damage and so on. It's just a really good option. As a level 1 spell, being able to change out your damage type is amazing. And for the last spell, there's a lot of different ways you could go with it. Find Familiar is great simply because you have an extra friend on the battlefield. Grease is wonderful for being able to throw down something, a slippery area that your enemies might fall in, and you can light it on fire for fire damage. Fog is really good for masking those areas where you maybe want to do something sneaky and don't want people to see you. But I'm actually going to take Tasha's Hideous Laughter simply because I think it's hilarious. I've actually pulled this off on high-level BBGs, and there's nothing funnier than watching a demon roll around on the ground laughing. So we're going with that. And also as a wizard, a lot of these other spells, you'll see them as scrolls in the game, and you'll be able to take that scroll and scribe it into your spell list anyway. With wizards, you also have the ability to swap your spells out on the go. You don't have to wait until a long rest, so it's not really that big of a deal what we select for the prepared spells, because again, we can swap them out as we go. On this build, for the background, we're going with Urchin. The reason I'm doing that... the reason I'm doing that is because this build is going to be a very dexterity-heavy build. So Urchin will give us sleight of hand and stealth backgrounds, or abilities, rather, proficiency in those. Having a high dex is... complementary to sleight of hand and stealth. And that way, I also, sorry Asterion lovers, I don't have to have Asterion in the group if I don't want him, because I'll be able to pick locks myself. Don't worry, I'll still bring Asterion along. We're still going to do his storyline and everything, but he might not always be a primary member of my group. Let's see. Abilities. Abilities is arguably one of the most important areas of your character's development, obviously. Whenever I'm doing abilities, I just clear everything out, zero it all out, that way I have a fresh slate. So, we're not going to need a lot of strength. Arguably in this game, charisma is very important simply because all the different dialogue choices you get with higher charisma and being able to intimidate or persuade or deceive people. I'm not going to worry about that. That's why I took the Friends cantrip. Friends cantrip will basically give me a advantage on those checks conversationally, so I'm not going to worry about charisma as much. Wisdom, I'm going to bring that up to a 10, but the primary two, obviously we're a wizard. Intelligence is your primary stat. So I'm going to bring that all the way up. And dexterity for this build, since I'm going to be a wizard with a sword, is going to be very important. Given that dexterity is going to be my main physical stat, that is going to nudge me toward focusing on finesse weapons. Finesse weapons will use your dexterity modifier for damage instead of your strength modifier. So that's what we're going for. Now you have +2 and a +1. You get to assign one of each of these. I'm going to put the +2 in dexterity. That'll raise it up to a 17. And the +1 is going to go to intelligence for now. And I know a lot of you might be screaming, going, no, raise the intelligence higher. It's okay. I promise it's going to be fine. All right. And prepared spells, again, we can swap these out on the fly, but I'm just going to go ahead and set it up the way I want it now. There we go. I've already done the appearance of my character. This is what we're looking like here. I kind of like the fiery aspect for the hair. And I like the idea of having him have kind of a singed face with the scarring, almost like a fireball went off in his face during his training as a wizard. But since he's a blade singer also, I like this kind of broken sword tattoo on his neck. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and proceed. Question is, what are we going to name him? Well, in my tabletop RPG, the blade singer I played is Arvos, and I'm going to do a variation of that as Veraz, I guess, maybe? I can work with that. I like Arvos better, but Veraz will help me distinguish between the two. And we'll go ahead and proceed. For the Guardian, if you're new to Baldur's Gate 3, this is your Guardian that's going to be helping you along the way. It's not a member that's a party member that you can control, but there are cutscenes involving the Guardian and so on. I'm just going to randomize this because myself, I'm not that picky. A little bit picky, but not that picky. Let's see. I live with a short person, so I don't want a short Guardian. Got the shortness going on in my life already. Okay, there we go. Someone with horns. In case the Guardian gets out of line, I can grab her by the horns and drag her around. There we go. And we will venture forth. Normally, I've spent a lot of time playing Baldur's Gate. I have over 900 hours logged in the game. And at this point, there are a lot of times that I just skip these cutscenes and it's almost automatic. I will try to remember not to skip the cutscenes so that way you guys get the full cinematic effect. The cutscenes are really cool. They put a lot of time into this game. Nobody steps on a church in my town. Pretty awesome. That's a lot of imps. Sorry if the game seems to lag a little bit at times. Pretty solid computer setup on this side, but not top tier, so. And here we are. All right, so.
My head.
If you are new to Baldur's Gate, this is the starting area. It's basically the tutorial area to get you used to the game. And just bear with me one moment. I am going to set up some of my stuff here. I don't like having a cantrip buried over here where all the abilities and physical skills are and so on. And this is Arcane Recovery. It allows me to regain a spell slot occasionally. That is going to be over here. I'm leaving space for when I get a bow. And bear with me, sorry. That's right. This is over here. Alright. Booming blade is going to be up there. I'm going to be using that quite a bit. Where's my other cantrips? Go ahead and do Toll the Dead. So I've got my cantrips and my first thing here. Friends, probably not going to use that as an active cantrip normally. So I don't really need to have it out here right now. I might stick it there for right now. Let's see. Morning buffs. For whenever I wake up in the morning. It's there and there. And we're going to go ahead and throw our chromatic orb there. Actually, really quick, do it there. Get rid of that. There we go. Yes, I can sometimes be a neat freak. Okay. So, I always check this nursery out.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Let's see. We're going to go ahead and investigate the pool. Yes, I have a golden dice. Yes, I have previously beaten honor mode on this game before. Let's see how it's going to roll for us. Okay.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Yeah, it was just lit on fire a moment ago. Yep. Still going to do it. Just for fun. Took a little damage there, but I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so pretty much in any game when you're starting out... Oh, back this way. Any game that you're starting out in like this, any adventure game, any sort of survival game, same thing applies. When you're starting out, you grab everything that's not nailed down. I don't normally read these very
Visions
often.
project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Okay. Someone will buy that from us. You do have the choice of picking things up, but you can also pick them up and add them to wares if you know you're just going to sell them. It's just a piece of onyx, so no reason to hold on to that other than money later on.
Anything of use?
Big money. 15 whole gold. I'm rich. I'm going to go ahead and jump down here. Yeah, it's probably another point of damage, but that's okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to die just yet. There may be some death later on in my future, but not right now. Go ahead and add to wares.
Dead. Good.
Thing up here. Yep, there's another chest up here. Health potion and some more gold. I'll take that. Now this funky little thing over here, I call it shower.
I feel
I'm all healed up.
better.
That will also restore your spell slots. I should have done this first. Not thinking about it, but there we go. So I've got my mage armor. That's going to give me a little boost to my AC, make it a little harder for things to hit me. And long strider's going to give me a little bit more movement, so on each of my turns I can move a little further. And since I did use that, I used up a spell slot, I'm going to go ahead and use this to replenish that spell slot. Alright. We are here. Pick that up there. Where's what you got in you? 1 gold? Come on, buddy. You didn't have more gold than that? So poor. Alright. I'm sorry I'm doing weird camera things, but the camera angles can be tricky in this game. I move the camera around a lot in the environment just to see if I'm missing anything, like if there's a platform up here or maybe like a little chest or something that might be up here. I'll adjust the camera to search for those things. Okay, take this, add that to where's. Don't see anything else on the ground. Any other things I can pick up? Dead people, treasure? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go up on this elevator. Yeah, we are here. You're still twitching?
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
I think you're past the point of saving. What do you need done?
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Okay. Well, our strength is not that great. We got a -1 there. Investigation, +3. Pretty good. And dexterity is also a +3. I'm going to use my dexterity in this roll, I believe. Hopefully I don't mutilate the thing. Yay. There we go.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
I don't think I'm going to have to worry about a brain. I can squish it later if I want to, so I'm going to let it go the way it is. It's still freaky to watch that.
Free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The
Yeah, we're a
creature
friend.
pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
What's at the
The
helm?
brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
Okay. What should I call you?
We are us.
We are us. They speak in good English. All right. I don't want to attack it. These are like, no, you're not coming with us. This is like, yeah, let's go.
To the helm we go.
We're gonna party up with us.
We
Us
are
is
going
fun.
to the helm.
Us is actually pretty useful at times too. And us has us beat for health as well. Alright. Is there anything in here? No. Nothing in that guy. There is, I mean, you have these things that you can look at, but there's really not much you can do with them.
Odd.
Brain jars and stuff. But not a whole lot you can do. Don't see any chests. Alright, us. Let's get on this platform again. And head on down. Now, like I mentioned before, this is a ritual spell, and there's the little ritual there in the descriptor. So I'm going to go ahead and cast that on us. Give us more movement. Let's go meet Lae'zel.
This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Squirrel. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
I just have to say, in this game, we're playing as the main hero, right? Why does Lae'zel get a more dramatic entrance than we do? I was like, that's kind of messed up. But okay. Anyway, what made you think I was a thrall? Who are you? We need to figure out where we are. What do you suggest? Obviously,
Who
are
am
you?
I? Your only chance of survival.
All right.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
That ain't nothing.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Get our first battle. Again, for those that aren't familiar with Baldur's Gate 3, this is kind of a mini tutorial on how to fight things. Combat is turn-based, so when combat starts, behind the scenes there's an initiative roll. If you ever want to see what your rolls are, there's a little panel over here that you can pull up, and let's see, thought it showed initiative in here. Maybe not. Huh. That's weird. Now it's chat log. I'll have to figure that out later. Anyway. Okay. So, what are we... Oh, that's still down there. Darn it. Oh well, I'll get rid of it later. You can go ahead and set. Of course, it saved it. Because of course it did. Us. Go up and kill that thing. Nice kill.
Swift and lethal.
Alright, Lae'zel. Show us what you're made of.
You bow or you break.
Good hit, Lae'zel. Don't go after us. Be attacking us.
Think you can take
Booming
me
blade your ass. Really? This is not a good start for this character. I guess I'm just saving up all the good hits for later.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Surprisingly adequate.
Now,
It's a great
to the
compliment. Alright. Looting.
here?
Loot everything. Oh, void bulbs, yes. That will sell later. Void bulbs we'll hold on to. Scimitars. Nope. So later on, when I take Blade Singer as a subclass for Wizard, we'll get to pick a weapon. I will pick this up. My weapon of choice is going to be rapiers. Rapiers, they... Got one already. Rapiers do D8 damage instead of D6 damage, so they have a potential to do more
Time to press
damage.
ahead.
both scimitars and rapiers are finesse weapons, so either one would be usable. Oh yeah, let's see. Lae'zel has not done her own personal buff yet. So Githyanki, they have astral knowledge as a racial ability, and they basically can select this once per day per long rest. And as you can see, you gain proficiency in different skills based on which knowledge base you choose, whether it's charisma or wisdom and intelligence and things. I usually take wisdom simply because perception, having more people with a higher perception or proficiency in perception, you're able to see things in the environment as you stumble upon them.
No time to rest.
And let's see. So you get some movement. There you go. We're all moving fast. Well, not fast, but more. Where's... Get that. And make sure everything's highlighted. Okay. So the way these indicators are popping up, if you hold down the Alt button on your keyboard, it will actually highlight things on the ground that you can interact with. However, be aware that it doesn't highlight everything you can interact with. But most containers and things like that, it will highlight.
Open up. Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Short sword I'm actually going to pick up. Use that as an alternative to that. I can wield a short sword because my elven background gives me proficiency with short swords, so I am proficient with it. It is a finesse weapon, so I get my dexterity bonus on the strength and so on. Light crossbow, so I have a ranged option. Now I've got my ranged options for attacks, and we can add this to the wares to sell later. Alright, this is going to be a ware, and just pick up the gold. More gold. I like gold. Call me Mr. Krabs, because I like money.
Here we go.
Next chamber.
Mind flare machinery. Better watch what I touch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch what we touch. Now, you can separate your party. Your party members will follow you around. When they're grouped up like this, they'll just kind of follow you everywhere. Us is off to the side of my character because it's basically like a pet or companion, kind of like a familiar. And they're not a direct NPC. That it works a little differently. So my character is in control of this pet, so to speak. Lae'zel is her own character. Even though I as a player am controlling her, she is her own character. But since we're right next to each other, that means that she's going to follow me where I go when we're out of combat. If you hit the G key, or alternatively, you can right click and you can either group or ungroup people. Like if you hit group, we're back together. Hit ungroup, we're separated. Now if I move around my character, she doesn't automatically follow me everywhere I go. See how us is following me. So Lae'zel, she is going to be positioned. This is helpful if you know that there's going to be a fight. You want to set up for it. I'm going to position her here so she doesn't have to move as far. She's right on top of the thing. Just in case something would have happened, like they come to life. Alright, us is up first. Kill, kill, kill! Missed. No. Oh, no. That's the first miss for us. Sure. Oh, shoot. I picked the wrong thing. Oopsies. I forgot to select the damage type for my spell, so it defaulted to the crossbow I picked up. But that's alright, it still worked. Sometimes mistakes on the battlefield can be happy accidents. There we go. Easy peasy.
What's inside?
Pick up add to wares, because The great thing about this game is the most trivial items, the most mundane items, you can usually sell them. So like if you have rotten food, you can still sell it to a merchant. They'll still buy it and pay you for it. So yeah, anything and everything that you can pick up and carry, please do so. Pick up add to wares. Keys. Your character will have a key ring, and keys typically go on the key ring. So you can still open it if you want to get to individual keys, but usually it's not an issue. All right.
Skra. How many hosts of these gay infected?
Yeah, there's a lot of these pods. A lot. Hey, health potions. We like those. What's this guy got on him? That'll be good to sell later. This one's a highlighted one, so that means it's like special salmon. Yeah. Sure, we'll take it.
For what?
Interesting. And I know there's stuff that you can interact with this, but I'm not trying to make this take longer than it needs to be, and it's not that important to everything else. Oh. Now, these dark mine things, there was another one in that other chamber there that we just came from. I don't usually collect these because they are heavy. You do have encumbrance in the game, so you're limited by the amount of things that you can carry. However, I will go ahead and pick up this, which seems weird, but you'll see why later. We'll go to this, well, actually, let's go through her stuff. Go through your stuff. And now we have a backpack we can pick up too. Okay. Hi.
Get me out of this damn thing!
We
What's
have
in it
no
for me?
time for stragglers.
We are a wizard. Might as well use our class ability. That's not good. Yay, bonuses.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
Easy, Lae'zel. I promise we'll be fine.
The
for a
construction is
latch.
too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Yep, sure do.
Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry!
Oh,
Please!
you think?
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life.
Let's look at the console powered up.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Well, yeah. It's really all I gleaned from my arcana. It's pretty
Suddenly,
sad.
you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Alright, she's out of the pod.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin.
She started on her knees in
Thank
front of me.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Don't be racist.
More that Gith have a problem with everyone else.
So
But there's more
racist.
important matters right now. Survival. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Yep.
Shadowheart. One moment.
I already went through your backpack. That wasn't in there. What was
It's
that?
nothing. Trust me.
Enough
that's
of this
everything.
chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Alright. So now we have Shadowheart in our group. Few things with
My
her.
faith will guide me.
We're going to adjust her spells a little bit. Don't need Shield of Faith right now. We do want Command. Command is such an overpowered spell. So good though. Yeah, everything else is fine for now. But yeah, Command is so overpowered.
At least things have stayed
It's a level 1
interesting.
spell and it can work on higher level
What path
stuff.
lies before me?
Oh yeah. Let's see, what's she wearing? What's everybody wearing actually? So if you hit tab, it'll pull up all your party members in this kind of view. You can kind of get a quick glance at what they're all wearing. Medium armor, okay. Since they're both wearing medium armor, they're not going to benefit from mage armor. I could cast this on multiple targets. It just takes a spell slot for each one, but since we have pretty much unlimited spell slots right now, not really, but since you can get all your stuff back with these tools, give Shadowheart Long Strider.
There's no time to waste.
And she doesn't specifically have any buffs for us right now.
I have a lot on my mind,
All right.
and, well,
Go ahead and go in
it is.
here. Make sure everybody's up to full.
Don't waste a step. Seems simple enough.
And then for some reason you have this little room that just has another one of these in here. So go up here.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
No.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Same.
Chain yank.
What'd you call me? Right. Lae'zel's a bit pushy at times in the early game. She loosens up a little later. Yep.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
I'm not a thrall.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Yep.
Connect the nerves. Nerves! We will connect them.
Love us. Alright. So, high dexterity obviously helps initiative. I get up there a little bit, and later on it'll be more ridiculous. Shoot. He got higher initiative than them, so well, it'll still work. My plan. Kind of surrounded by everybody, so I'm gonna get dipped in fire here real quick. You'll notice the path on the screen. If it ever goes through something dangerous like fire, it'll turn red. And I'm trying to avoid not lighting myself on fire. There we go. I'm going to skip these guys. You can always dash and get another whole range of movement here. So there's that. And that's all I'm really doing. Well, wait a minute. Am I close enough? Not close enough. So that's all I'm really doing for my turn with this guy. Okay, us. Go ahead and slash this while you're going past.
Got to keep fighting.
You.
Got to move.
Shart needs to come up here. Yeah, Shart is a thing. Her name is Shadow Heart, and so Shart for short works. But she can be kind of shitty sometimes too. So Shart is appropriate. You're gonna go up there. Lae'zel, first thing you need to do, check this guy. Nope, nothing in him. Next, come on over here. Oh yeah, grab those. Come in here. Lae'zel has a pretty solid strength, so she's good as a loot goblin, so to speak. Pick up all sorts of loot. She's out of movement. Chess, okay. Oh, given that we're on the medium setting for the game, for difficulty, over here we have a timer. This is the timer to get off the Nautiloid, the number of turns. 14 rounds is quite a few rounds. It's pretty easy. Just gonna hit on this guy for a little bit because Shadowheart hasn't done her thing yet. Okay, us.
Must take the transponder.
Okay, smack that. Thank you. Alright, us. Move on up.
Can't afford to let up.
Shadowheart. Command. Not grovel. Drop. Drop your weapon. And he saved. Of course he did. Son of a gun.
I'm fury. I am death.
Lae'zel, do some looting. And Lae'zel, you're actually going to dash this turn for more movement.
Worth examining.
Like I said, we got time. Let's see. Githyanki have an enhanced leap ability, so she's not going to use as much movement when she jumps, which is nice. Grab that. Oh, yeah. Come up here. I'm going to take a swipe at you, but that's okay. You'll live.
Lead him to me. Connect to transponder.
Critical miss. Love to see it. Yeah, booming blade. Sure. 40%. That's all I got. So if you can take that out, that'll leave Lae'zel to run around and loot things. Now, if you have characters that are right next to each other in initiative, you can switch between them. So instead of ending Us's turn or going to Shadowheart next, I can go straight to Lae'zel and have her run her turn. Sometimes it's not a big deal. Other times, order makes a huge difference. Also, when you're picking things up, you can send things to other members of your party. You don't have to be right next to them. That's really nice. What's that? It's a chair. Okay. Yeah.
Securing.
Pick up that void bulb. Up. Reinforcements coming.
Hurry before they strike.
Lae'zel seems to be anxious all the time. It's kind of scary. Void bulb. Might as well grab that too. Check this guy out for loot. Nope, no loot. And check this guy out for loot. Oh, yep. Send that to Faerûn. Can't make it that far. I know there's another caustic bulb. I don't use those as much as the void bulbs, but the mucus shell, whatever, mucoid shell. I was calling mucus shell. I don't like those. They're icky. Azel didn't take any damage. Don't have to worry about healing us. Just coming up, hang out with Lizelle.
I'm ready.
All right, get that command off. Drop that shit. And he saved. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, we're not getting the fiery sword this time. So, he's holding that fiery sword. That's how you get him to give up his fiery sword. You use command from her and command him to drop it. He does get a saving throw against the spell this time around. In this playthrough, he saved both times. That's all the spell slots she has. So, that's it for that. We can move on. That was my main reason for pausing there, was trying to get him to drop his weapon, which if he does, you can pick it up off the ground and someone in your party like Lizelle can use it, and it is a handy weapon.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, we're just gonna party on. Party on, Wayne. Party on, girl.
Can't slow down.
We're at distance 65, all the same. And he saved. Son of a bitch.
Your spine is mine.
Us stand up here.
Got to focus.
Just go whack with
Full
that.
stick before more dragons come.
Lizelle, come up here and whack this. Good hit. Oh, check this guy out. Ooh, pearl. Gotta love the pearls. Now what I did there, this is a bonus action, pommel strike, and you get one per short rest. Pommel strike will deal damage, however, it'll also daze your target. Potentially. If they're low on health, like that one only had 2 hit points, it's down, but you can see the little animation here. It's actually still alive. It's just knocked out. You can still do a killing blow on things that are knocked out like that and take them out if you want to. Just go ahead and booming blade it.
My hand. On my way.
And I moved out of his way, gets an opportunity attack on me, but I've got shield. So now he missed. Haha. You missed.
Let these
I'll just go ahead and take that out. Now, interesting. Us, I don't think can connect this.
This creature
Yeah.
can't activate the transponder.
But any of your other party members can, and it doesn't have to be your main character. It can be any character from your group. I just like having my main character do it, thematically. So she's going to spend a moment to kill this thing. Ah. Good critical, good critical. Alright,
I am fury. I am death.
here we go.
My path be true.
Just because I want to have a group selfie at the helm. They won't be in the cutscene, but we know they were there. Selfie!
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Titanic all over again. It's pretty amazing for someone with a strength of 8. Gotta load the next scene here. Just a little bit more cutscene after this stuff. Move my hand out of the way. Why does Minthara look happy? Don't be trying to throw the Riz on me now. That look he was giving me. It would have been messed up if they had just let you die right there, falling out of the thing. That's it. That's the game. Thanks for playing. All right. We are on
As you
the
wake,
beach.
the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Definitely check myself
Other than
out.
the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Yep, sure do. Ravaged beach. Okay. So,
Never wanted the easy
I
path.
always just... There's nothing down here that I know of. I've
Fresh
never
water.
found anything down
There
here.
must be a settlement nearby.
But the little map up here, you can see where it's kind of outlining where you can and can't walk. And I always just walk down here to uncover it, just for shits and giggles. So that's what I do. Check out this dead guy. 7 gold, we'll take that. Shadowheart, you made it. Are you dead? No, you're alive. Wake her up. Hey, hey. That was a crazy dream, huh?
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
You know how it's possible.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Alright.
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer.
You are a
We
healer.
might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would
Yeah,
have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod,
she's approving me.
but you didn't.
Don't
I'll
worry.
remember that.
She's not my love
Lead the way.
interest. Alright, so we can long strider her again because she does not have the buff right now. There we go. And we're now level 2. Okay. So leveling up I'm going to level this character a little weird. I have a particular build in mind. So, give me just a moment. Believe it or not, I do have some notes that I'm looking at. Alright. Not a whole lot happens on level 2 for this character. Well, a bit happens. We get our specialization. So, subclass is going to be Blade Singing. Yay! Spells I'm going to select. I'm going to take Find Familiar, simply because you don't get a lot of Find Familiar scrolls in the game. There are some, but not a whole ton. Most of the other things you'll find scrolls for along the way. Thinking, what do I want for utility right now, though, as an option? I'm going to grab some color spray, because it's good to be able to daze or blind, rather, your enemies. It's kind of low level, 33 hit points worth of creatures. That goes pretty quickly when you're higher level, but lower level, pretty good. That or sleep. 24 hit points worth, 33 hit points worth. So, yeah, blind. So, Charm Person. Charm Person's good too, but I think we take color spray to blind them. Alright, and like I mentioned before, I'm going to grab a rapier because it has a D8 damage as opposed to D6. We still get proficiency with all of these weapons. It's just, this is the one that is my primary that I'm going to blade sing with. Prepared spells, we have the same, same layout for prepared spells. Well, no, I'm going to drop Tasha's Hideous Laughter for Magic Missile right now. That's a better choice right now. Low level, we want more guaranteed hits. As we get higher in level, Magic Missile's not going to be that big of a deal. And then Shadowheart, second level. I'm just going to go with her default stuff for right now, except for... I don't usually take Cure Wounds because you have to be within distance to touch the person. Right now... Sanctuary is an amazing spell simply because stuff can't hit whoever has Sanctuary cast on them for 10 turns. It's great, especially if you need to flee. Sanctuary, I will say that if you are doing an honor mode run, Sanctuary is a lifesaver because if your party wipes, if the whole party wipes and no one's left to resurrect people in honor mode, your honor mode run is done. The game's like, well, you can continue playing, but it's at tactician level essentially, and you don't get credit for the honor mode. So if you are going to run honor mode, I highly recommend having a character that has Sanctuary as a just-in-case type situation, because sometimes you might get overrun, things might not go according to plan. If you can cast Sanctuary on someone, stuff can't target them. Now, Area of Effect can still hit them, but specific targeted attacks won't land because they can't target the character. And so if you need someone to be able to run real quick and run back to base and resurrect the rest of the party, you can at least continue your honor mode that way. So lifesaver in honor mode is Sanctuary. But I'm not doing honor mode, and this is just a fun, janky little playthrough, so I'm going to grab Bless. Bless is a great utility spell for your party. Makes attacking and hitting things easier. That's great stuff. Also, Bane is a wonderful spell if you're going to be around groups of things attacking you, because you can Bane several of them, and it's kind of the opposite of Bless. It makes it harder for them to pull off attacks on you. Okay. Looking around the shore, let's get our supplies. Here's a barrel, pick that up, of course.
What's in here?
What's in here? Backpack. We can sell that wizard hat, or, well, mundane hat. Pick that up. And there's a pouch here. Healing potion, you like those? Pick that up. I think there's murgrass. Yep, murgrass down here. Now, some people don't use a lot of their potion crafting. I use it all the time. Usually for specific potions, but I do use it. Alright. We'll take the fish out of there. We'll take the fish out of there. fish buckets. Pick up the fish buckets. Backpack. Send to camp. And pick both these up. Okay. Now the water, I don't really have a use for it right now until later. I will need a little bit of water later. But I'm not going to carry it around in my person because I don't need it, so I send it to camp. People underutilize camp. Camp's amazing. So you have a campground from here on out through the rest of the game. Whenever you go to camp, there's a chest there that will hold stuff that you've sent to camp. And so if you're overburdened with too much stuff that you're carrying around, just send it to camp. Even if it's stuff that you're going to just sell to a merchant, send it to camp. Because if you're encumbered, you'll move slower and it affects your character in a lot of negative ways. So just send it all to camp. And then when you're at a merchant, you can go back to your camp, grab a bunch of the stuff to the point where you're over encumbered and you're already standing at the merchant, leave camp, talk to the merchant, sell your stuff, rinse and repeat. And makes things a lot easier on you, so you don't have to carry as much things around. Don't care about this letter picking it up, but I will read it just in case it opens up some sort of quest stuff for us later. Well, Anna, sad to say, I don't think Sai's going to make it back. He's resting. He's resting. He's sleepy. Okay.
No
Another
traps,
dead fisher.
please.
More yummy fish. These we're selling. It's in the barrel. Send that to camp, just in case I want to play music later. Yes, we'll take the thieves' tools. Did you hear the dong? That means there is a waypoint sigil near you. Go ahead and uncover it so we can teleport back to this location later on if we want to. Progress.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
I wish I had a bag of holding. True story, bro. Okay. Unlocking a lot of recipes. Love to see it. Oh, more belladonna. Don't want to miss that. Charred corpse. 34 gold. Hell yeah.
More of those wretched things.
Oh, relax. You're fine. Let's see. I have used one level 1 spell slot at some point, so I'll go ahead and replenish that. Oh, yeah. Real quick. Organization is key, right? Oh, and also, so I picked this up on the Nautiloid. We are going to send that to camp. We are going to send a backpack to camp. They are different looking. Send to camp. Send to camp. Send to camp. Send to camp. Keep that one on me. Keep the fish buckets on me. So those other things like the barrels and things I sent to camp, I do like to organize my camp supplies so it's just not everything in the camp chest all, disorganized. It's a lot of clutter. It's a lot to search through. It's kind of a pain in the butt to look through that way. So I do send a lot of containers to camp, different styles of containers, so that way I can easily visually tell them apart. And I'll throw, like, say, all my weapons that I want to keep in camp in one type of container, and all my different armor in a different one, kind of separate it out. That way I can easily find things and it doesn't take as long. As they say, 5 minutes of planning will save you an hour of execution. It is true. Let's see. Okay. And this backpack and these fish buckets, I'll be using those later. You'll see when that comes up what I'm using them for. All right. A couple things, though. Here we go with the organizational stuff. Sorry. Bear with me a moment. Sorry. Flourish is fine. Weakening strike. We can stick that there. Actually, no. Piercing strike. There. I use flourish more than weakening strike. Okay, there we go. This is going to be ranged attack. I like having the basic main attack and ranged attack at the very top. Piercing shot. It's going to be there. And then weakening strike, just in case I do want to use it, is going to be there. I am going to take magic missile and put it in this slot real quick, and then move it back up to this slot. There we go. And realistically, chromatic orb is going to go there, because this is my buff side. Gotta keep my buffs separate. Blade Song. Actually, no, I think I want Blade Song there. And I'll put the friends over here just in case. Probably not going to use friends actively like that, like I mentioned before, but just in case, I will put it there. Ooh, opportunity attacks. I always want it to ask.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yes, yes. Go back to Shadowheart. Nope. Reactions. Always ask. Thank you. Oh. Did she get another spell slot? She did not. Okay. Alright. We're ready to go. Sorry for all that. Yep. Okay, bring it, buddies.
Better stay back.
Oh shit, I didn't realize she was up
lethal.
ahead. And one thing I will say, notice my AC is 16 right now, right? I'm going to start blade singing. It's a free action, does not use your action or reaction, excuse me, doesn't use your action or bonus. It also doesn't use your reaction. It's a free action to blade sing, which is nice. But now you'll notice I'm up to an 18 AC. Gives you two point buff to your AC, which is very, very nice. Booming Blade
Blood
is
follows
great.
me everywhere.
And it turned me into a liar. Booming Blade's great. Critical miss. Damn it. Alright. You'll also notice now I'm Blade Song Healing Charge. So while you're blade singing, as you're attacking things with spells or even your melee attacks, you will amass points toward your Blade Song Healing Charge, and I think there's a Blade Song Damaging Charge. I forget what it's specifically called. But you'll see how that is useful in just a moment. This is that one. That's that one. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if there's a running joke with the with Baldur's Gate people that Shadowheart never hits anything. Hey, she actually hit something. So there's proof that she can actually hit something occasionally. Love to see it when they dash. Yes, they're getting closer, but when they dash, that means that's their action that they've used, and they don't get to do much else. So this is a perfect situation for Magic Missile. This Intellect Devourer has 3 points left. Magic Missile does, each one does 1d4 plus 3 damage in force. So one Magic Missile kills that one automatically. 2 will probably get rid of that. Now we only have 1 left. And you'll notice there's Blade Song Damage Charge and Healing Charge. We've only got 1 guy left. Granted, 12 out of 15. This can do 2 out of 12 damage. And Shadowheart still has a turn. So I'm going to end the Blade Song. Now, if you jump where you have things highlighted. Anything in red, it's going to do damage. Any of your allies, it's going to heal them. Now, Shadowheart doesn't have any damage on her, so she doesn't do healing, but it didn't do as much damage as I'd hoped for. So, oh well. Shit happens. Let's go ahead and have her inflict some wounds.
You fight well.
And that
Perhaps our
works.
survival isn't such a distant prospect.
See if we get a piece of brain out of any of them. There we go. Intellect Devour. Cerebellum. Elixir of Psychic Resistance.
Very well.
Oil of Accuracy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also good. Let's see. Oh, when I selected Rapier earlier, it gives you a Rapier to use as well. So I don't need to hold on to that anymore. Wait, what did it do? Did I just drop that? What did I do with that? I didn't even see what I did with that. I meant to add it to my wares. That was stupid. I might have sent it to camp.
Let's have a look.
I did a smirt. I was smirt. Ooh, nice. I'll send that to camp as a backup rapier. Kiwi. This is going into wares. Those two I can pick up. Usually food, I'll just use the pickup button to make sure it goes into my food bag. Potion of Speed. I want to hold on to that for later. I don't want to use that at lower levels. That's going to camp. This, Spike Bolt, good stuff. Pick that up. I know, Asterian's on the beach. Don't worry. We'll visit them. I promise. Dead Mind Flare. Void Bulb, yes. All good things. Okay. So, give me a little guidance.
Let's move. How much farther can I go?
Hurry! There, in the grass.
Oh, sorry, I
You can
skipped.
kill it, can't you? Like
Old
you kill the
habit.
others?
Yeah, easily. Stand back. Go ahead and put the knife up to my neck. I know what's coming.
There. Can you see it?
Yeah. Hurry up before my guidance wears off. I failed my perception.
Shh.
That's what I was
Not
hoping
a
the guidance would help me
sound.
with.
Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Not?
Always got a headbutt. Do I need the plus? And we're not doing anything else right now. Got a 19, yeah.
You son of a...
Hell yeah. How's that nose now?
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Well, if you must know,
The worm. Of course.
shouldn't have done all that
That
tequila.
explains things. Somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed we are.
I'm glad to
Please,
see we're all caught up
allow
now.
me to
I'm
introduce
not going to accept your
myself.
apology, though.
My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Really? Well, I'm a
Is
Baldurian,
that
too.
so? We clearly move in different circles.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know anything about these worms?
Oh, yeah.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it. We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
I guess you can come along.
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I accept. Lead on.
All right, so Starion's with us, and he has a level up. Very cool. For this playthrough, I'm not planning on using Astarion in my main group. I may have him along occasionally. So I'm just going to go with the basic rogue level ups for right now. Astarion can at least get Long Strider. There we go. Alright, that is back the way we came. We have not explored down here yet. I don't think there's any weeds or herbs or herbs to pick up here. Oh, that's the scared boar. I always call it the sacred boar because I'm dyslexic as hell. Oh. Intellect
Something
devour
good
a
here, I
body. No brain. Get the murgrass.
I'll take that.
Get the belladonna.
Let's have a look.
Check out some crates. Yep. That is wares. This is locked. When you have a locked thing, yeah, you can pick it, or you can just break it apart. And we have 17 gold. And we can pick up the leather helmet. And let's make sure we add it to wares. Okay. Cool. There's balsam back there that I want.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Well, we can try an animal handling. I have no proficiency with that whatsoever. Let's see what happens. That's the one I get the nat 20 on.
The
Calming
boar
down a
grunts
pig.
and eyes you warily with its beady eyes. The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into...
Oh, well. I guess I didn't get to tame the boar. Maybe it'll be dinner later. Let's see. Now, we can go down there, but I'm going to wait until I have someone that has a little bit of strength on them because there's a heavy rock to move. You sure you don't want to go back in this pod, Astarion? Oh, okay.
There. A mind flayer. It's hurt.
That thing's
right.
bound to be dangerous, even if injured.
You approach the dying monster.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its
Bastard.
life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
Passion. This isn't
You
right.
can't
Step
move,
away.
Can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips.
Love it.
The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Well, intelligence, this is where we're good. Watch me fail this.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can
Oh,
provide.
hell no. You ain't eating me. Get off me with that shit. Oh, God. It's a good thing that DC was so low. Jesus. Oh, fuck.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Oh, close those pretty eyes forever. Make some calamari.
Monster. Death is too
Right.
good for it.
What do you got? Yep, that goes to the camp for now. Camp. There it is. And those up here. Good. Any chests up here? No. See any chests anywhere like that? Okay. Nope, none of that. Sure, let's go down here and get Gale. Well, I'm not going to get Gale. I'll free him from the portal, and I want the portal available to move to, but I'm sorry for any of the Gale
There's goblins
girlies
over
out there,
Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
for any of the Gale fan club out there. I'm not going to have Gale around, simply because early on he does eat magical items that I don't want to feed him magical items. So, and I'm already a wizard, don't need another wizard in the party, so it's kind of pointless for me to have Gale around at this point. I know he has story points and all that, but
Approach the sigil on
no.
the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
touch it. It looks slightly dangerous. Yeah, we touch it.
A hand? Anyone?
Slap the hand. I always have to slap the hand because it's just funny to me.
Perhaps I should have clarified? A helping hand? Anyone?
Okay, okay. We'll be a wizard. Good God. I'm rolling so horribly.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders.
I know.
Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
So I'm a better wizard than you. Come on out. Come on out.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
Better at what?
At
Introductions?
magic. Say, but I know you, don't I?
No.
In a manner of speaking.
No, we've never met.
You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Yeah. What, are you stalking me?
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Go on.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Yep.
It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided.
Yep.
You don't happen
Got
to be a
that.
cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Yep.
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Nope.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Nah, no. The party's filling up already, and I'm already a wizard. I don't want you stealing my stuff.
Are you certain?
Yeah, I'm certain.
There might be danger around the next corner, and
There is, and
a
you're no help.
wizard is excellent company to keep. You're quite significant loss. Farewell, then.
Yep.
Good luck.
Have fun staring at Mistress' feet. Okay. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. I want to come over here real quick. Pick up some rogue's morsel. Come over this little cliff side here. Okay, you guys stay here, because I will be right back. You don't need to follow me for this. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. That can go to camp. That goes to wares, and that just goes in my inventory. Too high. There we go. All right, peoples. I know Lae'zel's up there, but there's one thing I want to do first. It's going to seem odd the way that I'm doing it, but trust me, I have a system. That goes to wares. That. Both those are wares. That's wares. Jump over the fire so I don't burn myself. The reason I came up here is because this is a very easy shovel to get to. I like having my shovel.
We should check it out, but be
This
careful.
shovel and the other shovel, which that'll be later in the game. Ooh, red dye. I'm actually going to sell that. I do occasionally dye my clothing, but that would not be one that I would use typically. There was shouting up ahead. We will check it out. But after we get Lae'zel back.
You think it's dangerous?
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous.
Damn.
Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Yellow as a toad.
How will you? Oh.
Yellow as a toad.
A guest.
Love that.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
-1 from charisma. But this is where friends comes in handy, and we can have our cleric guidance us. That's what I'm talking about.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
A blast?
You didn't hear it.
Taco
Shook our
Bell?
camp good, so we came for a look. Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
Okay.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Let's see. He does have... She does not have...
No time to dally.
She can use it. So, there we go. Good offhand for her. Means we can add that to wares.
Still breathing, despite everything.
All right, so now I can select ranged attack on the bottom.
Enough dawdling. Get me down.
Usually takes 2 hits. There we go.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait,
She's
the
such a
more it
dick.
consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
She's welcome to come with us for a little while.
It is many things. A
Until I
hatchery,
get
a
Karlach.
training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms.
What a
the
bitch.
cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Oh, okay. We'll see how that works out.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her.
That's fine.
Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
Okay.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Hey,
Half
I'm an elf.
I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
All right, and we will level you up, actually. Yep. Good to go. Get that second wind. And, actually, we are going to do our first long rest. Yep. So, we'll have a few dialogues, probably. Yep.
At the ready.
Lae'zel has some stuff to say to us. What you got, Lae'zel?
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche. The parasites inside us do not rest. Even as we speak, they defile our brains and warp our bones.
Hell yeah, they do.
Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single
love having my
tentacle
brain
split your
defiled.
skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
I want to have a word.
What's up, Shart?
What were you two talking about?
None of your business.
Wrong. Your business is mine. We're entwined, thanks to this. If we're to survive, we need to trust each other.
Really?
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
We need to trust each other, yet you won't trust Lae'zel. And how am I to trust you? You're just a half-blood. You're not even a full-blown elf like I am.
Good. We might even get lucky
Make sure
and find
she
one right away.
approves.
As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it, so we can go ahead and take our long rest. Didn't exactly need to take a long rest, but I just wanted to. I want to replenish spell slots. Oh, and another thing, I usually manually select the recipes. It's not, for this long rest, not as big of a deal, but later on it will be. There is a meal that you can get that actually does some healing potential, and you can use it even in combat without using a turn. The auto function, I haven't seen it select that as your food for the night when you rest, but I didn't want to take a chance on it. So I always select the meals, and later on I'll come up with some good recipes to make for us anyway. So, and no cutscenes for this long rest, going pretty easily. And I think that's going to end this first episode. You can call this putting the party together. This is going to be the party that I'm going to adventure with, at least until I find Karlach. Astarion, he's basically filling a fourth slot that I don't need for the party. Primarily, I'm focused on 3 main characters that I'll be using throughout this playthrough. My character, Shadowheart, and Karlach, once we get her. The fourth spot is kind of up in the air, so I can swap different characters out as I need them or want them for story. So for right now, Astarion's fine. His sleight of hand abilities are still better than mine at this point. Later on, mine will probably be up there pretty high. So as we level, I'll probably level Astarion into more on the thief side of things as opposed to the assassin side of things. So that way if there's really, really, really hard locks that even I can't handle or whatever, I can bring Astarion along and have him pick through them and so on. And for better sleight of hand checks when stealing from merchants, yes, we will be stealing from merchants. That's how we make our money back from them. You know, we give them money for things and then steal the money back. Of course we do, because things are expensive, especially as a wizard. When you're scribing scrolls, it gets pretty pricey when you're scribing those scrolls into your spell list, but it is very, very useful. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you would like to subscribe, I would wholeheartedly appreciate it, and we will catch you on the next episode. Next episode, we're going to be going into one of our first larger battles, and uncovering some of the things at the Grove. Again, thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.